Many people hoped that 2020 was going to be a great year. The start of a new decade, a Summer Olympics, the economy was going well, and everyone's hopes were high for the new era. But then, we were hit with many terrible disasters such as the Australian wildfires, the East African locust infections, and now COVID-19. COVID-19 is affecting everyone in the world and is causing many deaths and instilling fear in people. While it may seem like all hope is lost, we have faced pandemics like this before and have triumphed against them. Today, I will bring up two examples of pandemics in the last 100 years and show how we can use the lessons we learned from them to defeat COVID-19. The first pandemic that I'll be going over is the Spanish flu, which happened between 1918 to 1920. The death toll was between 20 to 50 million and the cause was influenza. The first known case was reported at a military base in Kansas on March 11, 1918. The Spanish flu was highly contagious. When an infected person coughed, sneezed, or talked, respiratory droplets were generated and transmitted into the air, and then were inhaled by anyone nearby. Social distancing was implemented and instantly flattened the curve of the infection rates. By the summer of 1919, the flu pandemic came to an end, as those that were infected either died or developed immunity. It showed just how many lives could be saved with social distancing, since the virus was so easily transferred. The second pandemic that I'll be going over is the H1N1 pandemic, also known as the swine flu pandemic. This pandemic happened between 2009 to 2010, and the death toll was between 151,000 to 575,000. In 2009, swine flu was found in pigs in 4 U.S. states. Within a year, it had spread through pig populations across the U.S. Swine influenza novel H1N1 also spreads from person to person, either by inhaling the virus or by touching surfaces contaminated with the virus, then touching the mouth or nose. Infected droplets are expelled into the air through coughing or sneezing. International cooperation and strict old-school public health measures such as isolation, quarantine, and contact tracing helped to stop H1N1. A vaccine was also quickly developed that was available for anyone who wanted it. COVID-19 is very similar to the example stated in that it is highly contagious through infected droplets. The preventative measures used to stop Spanish flu and H1N1 can also be used to stop COVID-19. Even though you may find it hard to distance yourself from friends and/or family, just know that by doing so, you are doing your part in preventing the spreading of the virus. Since it is likely that we'll be in social distancing for quite a long time, we should find ways to keep ourselves mentally and physically in shape for when it is over. Our school and teachers have been working very hard to help continue our education online. We can show that we appreciate their effort by completing all of our homework. We can also show appreciation towards our parents by helping around the house. When I find myself bored and not doing anything, I make a schedule and follow it. By living an organized life, your day will feel much more fulfilling and complete. You can also spend time on a hobby, something that you haven't had time to do during the normal school year. Maybe cooking, art, or even yoga. Finally, don't forget to exercise to keep your body healthy and in good shape. One of the most recent pandemics, the swine flu, showed just how effective a combination of both social distancing and a quick development of a vaccine can be. The sooner a vaccine is developed, the sooner the spread of the disease can stop. And as stated earlier, we can help stop the spread of the virus by participating in social distancing. By participating in social distancing, we are able to flatten the curve. By flattening the curve, there is less strain on the hospitals and doctors, so they will have more time to better treat each patient. Scientists around the globe are hard at work trying to develop a vaccine as soon as possible. If we perform social distancing to impede the spreading of the virus, we can make the scientist's job a lot easier. COVID-19 has caused the world to come to a halt, and in turn, many of the activities that we know and love have been cancelled. Being a water polo player myself, I was very excited for the 2020 season because we had a very strong team that could possibly contend for the state title. But due to COVID-19, our chance was sadly lost. Despite these losses, we gotta stay upbeat and optimistic and not let ourselves down. It is only with a positive attitude that we can triumph. Just remember that even after the worst storm, the sun will shine again. Though you may feel weary and sad, just know that you're supporting your family and community by having a kind attitude and performing social distancing. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay safe, and until next time.